Alright, what's going on guys, and welcome to the video. So in this one we're going to be looking at the Luva guys again. We had a request to do the T-34 or the T-32 guys, and basically I don't have that tank guys. I don't have like the tier 8 heavy American tanks. So instead what I'm going to do is just show you guys the Luva, because this is the only tier 8 heavy tank that I actually own. And you know, it's a premium, so I can play it as much as I want and not really lose coin and stuff like that. It's a little different than the T-34, T-32 because it can, you know, it has better accuracy for starters, guys, and it also can side scrape better and stuff like that, and it's got better pen. But I mean, it still plays as a hold down heavy tank, just like the T-32 does. So it's going to be kind of similar, and basically what I'm showing you is, at least in these first two replays, guys, you could do, you know, the same thing in a T-32 or T-34. So these are going to be, I don't want you guys to watch these replays for the whole game, just the certain situations I'm going to show you. So I'm going to throw it in like 4 times, 8 times. Hopefully it doesn't make you dizzy, but I want to get through this video very quickly. So what I'm going to do, guys, and this is on El Halaf, I'm going to come up here, and basically what we're going to do is smack shots into like the M4, and we can poke up, get a shot into the Luva and stuff. And from here, guys, this is a really good spot to, you know, stay hold down for the most part, and that's all I'm doing here, guys. We're staying hold down, we're getting a few shots into these guys. We've gotten 3 pens so far, and now I'm going to come around and you know, use these guys backing down to my advantage. We have a shot at the Chrysler, we're going to take a shot at the Chrysler, and now you know, we kind of own this hill, guys. And you've heard me say before in a video recently that the 9 squares of El Halaf are these right here that matter. That's all that really matters, right? So eventually, guys, we're going to get flanked here. You can see this is going to be a loss, but this is the only little thing I wanted to show you guys was how I stayed hold down here, and then kind of, you know, just use that to my advantage to take, you know, shots at these guys, and then use the fact that I got the hill, right, to smack a shot into the Chrysler. So that's really it, guys. That's the only change that I, you know, really made there from where I was here. All I did was go here and take a shot at the Chrysler. Other than that, I didn't really move my location at all. So that's El Halaf, guys. That's how I would play it. If you're on this side of El Halaf, you can try and poke this ridge, because there's really not an equivalent spot. Like, you could try and go here, but this ridge is deeper than this one is over here. So that's just map awareness. It's just something that I've learned and I know, guys, because, you know, we were able to smack a shot at the M4. You could try and make it work over here, like if you get the right angle and stuff like that. But that's what I would do on El Halaf, guys, as a if there's no arty, I should say, in a hold down heavy tank, or you can do it really in any kind of hold down, like a medium or something like that. It works well if you have more gun depression, which the American tanks do. The Russian ones don't really have much gun depression, so it's tougher to make that work. That's it, guys. Let's close this one out, and because I'm not in full screen, this is going to get a little weird, but it looks like the camera is not getting all jittery on me. So hopefully if I just run this, I'll probably run it in full screen when I play, but if I'm going to show you guys replays, I'll just switch it over to the window borderless, because I can tell that the camera is not really freezing at all. A little bit when it's first loading, but you know, it doesn't seem to have the problems it did before. So hopefully the re-download and this window borderless thing will help it out. I don't know why it was having issues before. If it continues to have issues, guys, what I'm going to do is just get OBS Studio, because that, to me, like, I've only known GeForce, so I just use GeForce. It's easier for me, but I've been told that OBS Studio is like an amazing you know, app, and you can use just the free version, and it's very good for like recording videos and stuff, and you can move this camera out of the way and stuff. So right now, like, I can drop the camera and it's not freezing, so we're good. All right, guys, so anyway, moving on. We're on Proc, and what I want to show you on Proc is basically, like, Proc is one of those maps, guys, where as a heavy tank, it's kind of difficult to find a good spot, but being hold down in an accurate heavy tank like this, and you could do this same thing and also the T-34 and T-32, is just come to the middle of the map here and smack shots at people that are over here. You could do the same from here, and actually I feel like you get even more shots here because the angle is better, but you have to poke up a little more on this side. But I enjoy doing this, guys, and I'll kind of, hopefully this doesn't make you dizzy. Yeah, that's what I'm concerned about. I'm just going to stay in this camera view, guys. Hopefully you don't mind that, but I want to just burn through these videos very quickly because I'm not showing you the replay. I'm just showing you specific things. So we're smacking shots here in the UDES and stuff like that, and you can see how we are hold down here, right? Like this actually is effective because I can't really get the camera right, but you can see like because of this ridge line, you kind of see there, we're hold down. So people that are going to take shots this way are not really going to be able to do much, guys. So that's why I like this spot, guys. You get a lot of crossfire. And one more thing I wanted to note, guys, we'll speed ahead to that, is I move my position here only once. So I get hit from the TNH there. He's sitting back here. This is something you got to be careful of if you're going to make this play, guys. By the way, right? You just want to be careful of TDs and stuff back here because you'll get whacked by like Gorilla or something like that for like huge damage. So what I do, guys, here is I move my position because I see that we have no one over here anymore. So I don't want to really get hit by people over here. I'm not far enough over to not take shots from these people because they can still see me, right? But at least they can't spot me. But I'm poking up and now I'm lit, right? So I just have to be cautious of, the fact that people might have shots here. So I'm kind of backing down, making sure people don't have shots at me over here. And at this point, guys, like this, one thing I wanted to add is this position allows you to take shots over here. So I don't know if you saw, I got a shot at the Badger over there. But if you still hold this hill, what you can do is move this way, and then you have the shots going at like the Badger and the Tortoise over here and stuff like that. So that's what I wanted to kind of show you guys, is just that small movement. Like it was like this much that I moved on the map from here to here, guys, can change the angle that you have and the shots that are available for you to take, right? So that's it, guys. I'm just going to speed through this. You can see we're here. We get basically flanked. Like people are winning this side, they're winning this side, and ultimately, guys, I get like one more shot off, and that's it. 2,018 damage, 1,357 assist, and that's the game, guys. So now we're going to get into the third replay, guys, and this one is more important to show you guys, I think, because it's actually a really good game. It's a loss, but there's a little more strategy that goes into it than just what I'm going to, initially show you guys, which is the side scraping. So you could side scrape in American heavy tanks, guys. I don't suggest it, but it can be done. I've seen someone literally basically outplay me by side scraping in a T-29 once when I was in a light tank, and I could not find a shot of them. I was amazed, guys, because the T-29 is not the best for side scraping. It's a hold down tank. It's mainly used to be hold down, guys, and I just found it crazy, guys, that this guy was able to effectively side scrape. But that's just one example. Maybe this guy was really good at it. You can't expose the side of the tank as much if you're in a T-29, T-32, because the side is not as good. On the Luva, you can angle out a little more, VK 100, stuff like that, because the side plate is more powerful. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. On this map, guys, this is Mountain Pass. You have a lot of options, right? You can come this way, or you can come up to like the bridge and stuff. The reason I don't go to where all these guys are going is because a lot of times I know as a light tank that I will come right here or to this bush right here and spot these people that are coming this way. And if you're a slow tank, you're going to get freaking whacked by someone. Usually it's going to be like another heavy or a TD or a medium or something like that, but you're going to get whacked, guys. And I just don't like this. Klaus Kellerman had a good video on this. And I always tell people, look, you have to play to the disadvantages and the advantages of the map. Each side has an advantage somewhere and each side has a disadvantage. But I will agree with what he said, is that this middle spot on Mountain Pass is so unbalanced. Just this middle spot, because it's so much easier, guys, to spot people going like this from over here than it is to spot people going like this from like this little corner stuff, because you have no foliage here. You got a bush here and a bush here, but over here you got like a little tree and that's it. Like if you knock it down, you might be able to get some spots and stay safe, but I don't like that imbalance, guys, and they've refused to switch it. So here we are, guys. We're going to go to 8 times because we're flying through this, but We're getting shots at like the VK, Scorpion, these people up here, right? The WZ I took like 3 shots at, but I kept missing. Then, guys, what happens is these guys come around the corner, and you saw what I did here. Like, I moved back to this rock, and now I'm side scraping, guys, because I don't want to be out in the open like these guys are, and they might get hit from, like, even the TNH is by this little rock. I don't know if you can see this. There's a rock right there, you know, and he's kind of safe, but still, if someone is sitting up here on the bridge, they might still have the angle to take a shot at the side of his turret or something like that, right? So I come back to here, guys, and this is something you can do in most heavy tanks. Like I said, you can make it work in an American heavy tank if you want, or you can play like where the Chrysler is playing, right, and use this little rock. But at least you're safe mostly from someone that's going to shoot over here. I think he's still pretty safe over there. But anyway, guys, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to kind of show you what I'm doing. I'm poking out, getting a shot, and see, this is a very effective angle for me because these guys can't do anything. I shoot a lot of APCRs because of the KV4 guys, but it's mostly the Pershing and the T26E5 that keep poking. So it is what it is. I have the APCRs loaded, and then I load the APs, and now you can see me bouncing off the KV4 because I just don't know where to shoot this thing. The KV4 is really trollish, like front armor, guys. It's got really, really trollish front armor. Like, I just never know where to shoot this thing. So I just load the APCRs, but you don't have to be a noob like me if you know where to shoot it. Anyway, we're loading APCRs again, guys, and we're just pick at the KV4, and he dies, and I'm at 2,700 damage, guys, and we're doing pretty well. Here's where I make my mistake, guys. Okay, we get a shot at the ISU, and we clean up the TNH. This is where I make the mistake, guys. Okay, we're coming up this way, and I almost want to give you guys a moment to just try and predict what's going to happen here, right? Why is this a bad area for me to be in, guys? There are routes everywhere to my tank. Charioteer is up here, and this should have warned me from the start, guys, to say, like, maybe I shouldn't have gone this way. But the problem is all my teammates are here. You see the Charioteer here, E5 is here, GSOR and whatever is over here. What is that? 7032. They're all over here, guys. So I want to try and be with my teammates. The problem is this giant bubble right here, you know, this, whatever you want to call it, the valley, what do they call it? The bowl. That's what it's called, guys. The bowl. So if you are in the bowl, you can get hit from here, from here, from here, from here, like everywhere, guys. And that's the problem with this, is that I put myself into a position now where everyone can flank me, right? And what I should have done is probably just said, you know, screw all these people, I'm going to come all the way back around like this. And that's what I initially thought, or I was going to go up this way. The problem with going up this way, guys, is like I have no support, and I didn't want the VK who was here at the time to whack me in the butt, so I just went this way. If you're ever in this situation, guys, what I recommend you do is if all your teammates are here, just come all the way back. Just come all the way back, guys, because at that point, like, you'll see what happens here, right? I bounce a shot on the T44, and then clean him up. Scorpion comes, Charioteer is behind me taking shots, and no one's here to help me, and we die. In this situation, guys, Scorpion was one more shot. Charioteer was probably a 2-shot to me. I might have been able, and the E5 dies in a second, you guys will see that, but I might have been able to carry this because I had so much HP, guys. Like, just in the last couple of seconds here, we lost, yeah, the Pershing. I'm sorry. I think it started here at the T44. So I had still, like, much more than half of my HP, guys, if you're taking into consideration all these numbers, 8, 10, 11, 12, and 13. I probably, you know, realistically, guys, could have made this work. But this is the mistake I made, and I want to note that so you guys can see what I did wrong. And, you know, when you are in this situation, just like I said, guys, sometimes you just got to say screw it to your teammates and, you know, play for the win and not get stuck in situations like this. So that's all I'll say about this, guys. You can see the E5 is going to die. We switch over to him in a second here. Let me just speed ahead to that. He dies, and that's the game. So let's take a look at the end plates on this one, guys, because I did save the end plates for this. And, you know, we had a phenomenal game, guys. It's just I always want to win. So to me, I wasn't really happy with this. First class, guys, high caliber. And we did 4,286 damage, 2 kills, 827 experience, guys. We shot a lot of APCRs, so you don't have to be a noob like me if you know the KV4's weak spots, but I don't. There's just so many things going on in the front of that tank, and even on the side, guys. Like when I face KV4s, even in like a LT432 or something like that, and I get the full on side of the tank, I shoot it and I still don't pen it, even with APCRs. I have no idea. Like this tank is just so OP when it comes to armor now. It's like shooting at a VK100 or like a Maushin or something like that. So anyway, that's it, guys. Like we didn't make any coin because we're a noob and we shoot APCRs. But I hope you guys learned like a thing or two about hold down heavy tanks, guys, and kind of how to side scrape if you're in the right tank to make it work, right? So this is just a few more examples to help you guys out with the heavy tanks, because I don't play a lot of heavy tanks, guys, so I do my best to show you guys. I'll play like the Luva for a few games and just show you guys the situations that I'm getting into and how I handle them. There's probably people out there, maybe if you watch skills videos, he could probably give you some better advice on doing stuff like that. But yeah, guys, I mean, with the heavy tank, these are the things you have to know. You could say that you don't need as much skill to play a heavy tank, but you do need to know how your armor is working, how to side scrape, the right places to go, because you don't have any mobility. So you need to find, these spots on the map where you could do a lot of damage without having to move that much at all. For instance, El Halif, I showed you how to get, you know, multiple angles from just one spot, right? So anyway, guys, I hope that helps you out, and I will catch you guys for the next one. Have a great day, and bye-bye.